Hello everyone, welcome to the review of Unit 5 TikTok Talkie. So in the previous section, I kind of explained that at least in the US, UK, and South Africa, there's a game that the Americans call Ding Dong Ditch, the British call Knock Knock Ginger, and the South Africans call it Talkie. And that is where you pound or knock on someone's door, ring the doorbell, and then run away. Kind of a common prank that a lot of young kids do, and a new trend that's happening with TikTok relating to one of the Kesha songs, and this trend is growing recently, but it's a little bit concerning in areas that have maybe higher amount of violence or crime, because you don't know who's pounding on your door or causing this disturbance, and some people have lashed out and they've attacked kids, and there's a handful of cases where kids doing Ding Dong Ditch in America have actually been shot, unfortunately, because you don't know who's pounding on your door, and someone might think it's an intruder or someone attacking something. Lash out.
Lash out.
Handful.
Handful.
And in some areas, they may not take it in stride. They may not just accept what's happening. While others might. They might just, that's the kid next door. Or they might think these things. Take something in stride.
Take something in stride.
So there are some growing concerns that this TikTok challenge is going to put younger kids and teenagers at risk or in danger. But so far, thankfully, it's mostly at college dorms. This trend is growing, and most college students do take it in stride. It's like, whatever, it's annoying, but whatever. So now, how differently do you think that pranks are viewed from culture to culture?
Oh, that's a difficult question. I think that pranks are kind of a generational thing. So they're
True. Yeah.
You have to grow up in a country to really know what kind of pranks are done. And so, from my American perspective, egging people's houses and putting toilet paper on their houses, et cetera, was really common and really visible.
Fun.
But you don't see those kinds of visible pranks here in Korea. And I think partially it's probably because people live in apartments and it's hard to egg an apartment.
Right.
You'd
be caught quickly.
You'd be caught. There's CCTV. And I think CCTV is probably one of the big reasons you don't see as many of those really kind of out there pranks in Korea. I think maybe, again, I don't know what the kids are doing these days in Korea, but it's probably more like on an individual basis, like, to their friends or to their classmates or something like that.
Yeah.
And less, out in public where there's CCTV to watch you and catch you and all of that. How about you? Have you seen any pranks in other countries outside the US?
Well, like Korea, I can't think of any. I'm trying to really, among friends, teenagers to each other, little things, silly things, but like on the scale of what Americans do, I haven't heard of that. And that might have to do with some of the cultural aspect of the etiquette in public and aspects of respecting strangers and elders. America, while my generation or my parents really emphasize that, I feel like every generation is a little bit less, and American kids get crazier and crazier with these kind of pranks and things. When I was in Eastern Europe, there were a few pranks that I witnessed, or kind of humor. It was very different than America. So it is interesting to see how people do ideas of pranks or humor, what's comedic, funny. But what I think by the time I was a teenager, I kind of stopped all pranks. In my senior year of high school, there's kind of that senior prank before you graduate.
Yes.
I heard some terrible things, and I was thinking of something less terrible, and I decided I'm not going to risk it, because our school was announcing, like, if you're caught, you will not walk the stage. You don't get that honor. And I was like, ooh, like, I don't want to risk it. So how about you? Anything in high school or university?
So I didn't do anything, but the best, it's kind of tame, but when I was a freshman in high school, the seniors did, the traditional senior prank, and they took all of the chairs out of the cafeteria.
Oh, wow.
And hid them someplace in the building. So everybody walked into the cafeteria one day, and there were no chairs in the cafeteria. Which, it takes a lot of effort anyway.
Yeah.
And it's inconvenient to eat your food.
Just standing there.
At a low table while you're standing up.
Yeah.
So, not the most radical thing.
No.
But
a good one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, that's all I experienced.
Yeah, just be careful pulling your own pranks.
Mm-hmm.
Not at the office. Don't do those. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for the review, and we'll see you on the next one.